RRF1 Saturday Division 100% around Monaco, and it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be a fun one. We are joined today by Mr. Lee Wood, aka Woodsy. He's here, and we're ready to
quite a lot out for an outlap straight away.
There's one to say he can't thingy his car. Don't know if he knows how to do it once you've joined in afterwards. Bear with me. If you can put in chat how to do it for me, just so I can try and keep an eye on this stream, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
I think he's trying to select it as you normally would when you join the lobby. So, by the looks of it, one of the first cars was a Williams Cush. It's to Cush Mania, so we'll keep on board with him. Through the windy sector 1. Oh, he almost clips a bit of the wall there.
I wonder if he's got the issue that I had the other week where when I rejoined it didn't give you a spectator menu.
Potentially.
You might have to leave and rejoin again.
So into the first chicane.
Oh, Mark just had a purple sector 1 there.
Oh, we've missed Apex this time in the AlphaTauri. 13-3. Apologies for missing that. We're on board with the Williams of Cush. To approach the final couple of corners.
Oh, hit with all there, I think.
Let's see what he can do. A 13-4. And his teammate of Davis, a 13-3. Goes pole just about. Is a Mercedes going to cross? Goomba, 13.5. And a Haas at a dark mark. 12.3. There's the speed difference in the Williams compared to the Haas.
A bit busy in sector 1 there.
It is just a bit. I don't think Dumar's on a lap here. ZRS isn't turned on, but it says he's on one. Nah, he isn't on one. It's just a game. And Bakey's retired.
I wonder where Rate Ace is. He's put himself down for racing tonight.
I think Bakey's lost it in the chicane. Don't know if I have Great Ace added.
I'll have
friend.
A quick look off. Got him.
Robbo snipes in the McLaren. I don't think there's anyone else on a lap. 49 isn't. But he will be the next one. Actually, it's Dumar, sorry. Dumar, Dimar. I think we've just lost Bakey in this chicane. See how well Dumar takes it pretty nicely. Oh, he's bumped a couple of walls there. He's not taking it the best. Obviously, realistic performance during the week, and there's obviously a big difference between his usual Aston Martin realistic compared to equal. Let's see what he can put on the board. It's an 13.4. Just ahead of Kush in the Williams by 4 thousandths. Not much in it at all. Kush currently slightly down on his time. He's going to stick it out. He may get up, as he did mess up towards the end of Sector 3. So he's going to have an improvement, I believe. It's a 4/10th improvement. And there's P2 for Kush.
But I've not got the great ace either. It was one and I managed to get in.
On board with Robbo here. His teammates has crashed out. 14.2 from Robbo. Got Mad Mark on an outlap. $10 minutes and 35 seconds left of qualifying.
So did Bakey have an accident on his lap, or?
I think so, yeah. It's that chicane coming out the tunnel. If we get another yellow flag, I think that's low fuel mode of Kush, potentially.
I bet Primal was in this year's Aston Martin.
Mad Mark hasn't turned his ERS on. Still set to purple sector 1. Purple sector 2 from Mad Mark.
Bush is just starting another fast lap now.
So what Mad Mark can set. A 13.3 just behind Kush there. Got an AlphaTauri of Apex starting the lap. That's Primal behind him. He's going to be setting his first time on the board. The Aston Martin, it's a 13.8. P8 for Primal. I think Kush wearing those tyres down now, 4 laps on them. Walner still to select his car.
I noticed he did say he'd joined at the bottom.
It did say, so I think he's just got to select his car and he'll pop up on the left. And there was a massive improvement from Kush there. Still Darkmark leads. Not by a lot though, 300ths in it now. Jump on board with Apex. It's a 5/10th improvement, jumps Mad Mark, 12.8. P3 for him. And we've got Dumar coming round to start a lap. We've also got Goomba on an out lap. So we'll keep on board with Dumar as he starts his lap. No, he's doing 2 warm-ups, I think.
Yeah, so it looks like he's warming those tyres up.
Go on with Goomba then. Yeah, we noticed, Mark, no ERS used on your lap. Yeah, it was decent, mate. Very decent time. Goomba touches the wall there. You're seeing a lot of that today.
Flicked onto him just then, and you could hear that. It was a rear when it hit the wall.
I believe so. Oh, he almost turns in too early there. Oh, and again. Oof.
No, he did do that last season.
And
Got his
he
front
lost
through, but
his-
his back didn't get through, and he lost his well.
Oh, yeah, there's got to be wing damage from that.
Come off a purple sector.
No actual damage to his car, from what I can see. So he is going to set a time. See if it's any improvement. Slightly down on his time.
600s.
The Alpha Tyre of Apex. I think he's on an in lap. Yeah,
Domar's
7
up
tenths
like
down.
3/10 at the minute.
Keep on board with Domar. However, his teammate Primal is about to start one, so yeah, we'll keep on board with Domar. Evening, Mr. Gunners. Big boy Gunners in the chat. We'll see you soon, mate. We'll see you soon. We'll try and keep you entertained. But you know how Monaco is, especially 100%.
So everyone here at RRF1 passes wishes to yourself and your wife as well.
Of course. Dumar with an improvement there, jumps up to P3. Still quite a way off the front runners, 4 tenths.
Exactly 4/10. Warnock still doesn't look like he's collected his car.
No. It is a difficult track, and I did do it in 100% last season in RF1. I think I may have been in the Haas for it, so it's not the worst car. Never done it in one of these. Although I did do Miami in Aston Martin, that wasn't fun. But one of the other Aston Martin's primals, he's going to come down the home straight. It's a 6th, 10th improvement, puts him up to P5. Great improvement there. Got Williams, I think, come around to start the lap. That's Kush.
I'm keeping an eye on Robbo Snipes. He's 6/10 up at the minute. I'd put him in the middle somewhere if it stayed like that. Yeah, P6.
Great time. 49 in the chat. I expect it to be lapped at least 4 times tonight. I mean, I can't talk about being lapped because I'm that good, but I'm joking. Yeah, it's not nice round Monaco, and you do get lapped quite a bit.
I think I was almost lapped that many times on 50%. I had quite a bad race on Wednesday.
Atkins in the chat. Oi, oi, we won our first game tonight. Today, sorry. In fucking ages. Of course, had to be Money Mace to bag it in as well. Alright, let me get back to the actual racing. I think that's Kush behind, but I think he's abandoned the lap that he was on.
Apex is just about to start one. He's done a double warm up here.
I think Kush is going to do the same thing. At 49, he's going to be starting one. So I think, is it Davis? No, I think it might be Apex next to set a time.
Papers were really close to the wall then.
Mate, to be fair, so did I. But we managed to grab a goal.
I think he was 900 up, wasn't he?
He was.
After the second sector.
10th up. He does jump in front of Dumar. Dumar, I think, is done.
I'm guessing Atkins is a Chelsea fan.
He is. Well, I think he is. Mad Mark's going to be starting a lap. On board with 49.
I know a few racing tonight will be interesting. The one tomorrow, the Liverpool United game.
That'll be a great game. Plus the F1, what a day.
My wife not going to like me taking over the TV for it's the F1 first, and just as that finishes, the Liverpool United game starts.
And there's Davis, a 12.2. What a time that is, and we fucking missed it again. A 12.2 from Davis. We've got a fast approach and Williams approaching Robbo. It's Kush on an invalidated lap. Apex is retired in the pits. There's a Mercedes of Mad Mark as Kush gives way.
'49's completely off track at the minute.
A 9/10 improvement from Mad Mark P4. On board with a dark mark was the current pole sitter. He's attempting him to jump Davis. Has he got it? He does.
Yes.
He's actually got 2.5 attempts, and it's a 12 flat from him to get P1. There's an Aston Martin, a Primal coming round. 10.5 down at the moment. And I believe a 2 temps improvement in the end, actually. I believe that might be it. It is.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen with Zwolle now. He's in the lobby, but Vince looks the car. I'm not sure it's gonna put him on the.
I don't think it will. No, it won't. Atkins in the chat. Go on, Davis, mate. He's up there. Dark Mark in the Haas, only 2 temps in front of the, in brackets, the worst car. Could argue that Aston Martin's probably a bit worse than the Williams. Not this season in our F1.
Alonso's on there fire today, wasn't he?
He's doing some incredible stuff. If you get a screenshot, mate, just in case. Dark Mark on pole. Had it on Wednesday. He's got it again on Saturday. A 12 flat from him. And both the Williams, not far apart from each other. 12.2 and a 12.3. Davis second and Kush third. Mad Mark P4 in the Mercedes. Apex, Dumar, Robbo, Primal and Goomba. And then 49 in P10. And Bakey Game in P11, who unfortunately had a crash in that chicane after the tunnel. But that's qualifying over. Now on for the 78 laps? 78 laps 78. Of Monaco. Obviously, Jagoon as well missing tonight. He said he was going to get it in for quali. It's just too late.
I'm not sure what happened with Great Ace and Zwolle. Now they're both meant to be racing as well.
So we go at 1 minute past. It's not going to let me click on race director. Now it is. We'll keep an eye on the tyres changing.
Did you have that little glitch where you've got to like do it again?
Yes. Very annoying glitch. I got my tattoo redone today. My arm's a bit sensitive.
Yeah, is it a Chelsea one you have?
Yeah.
Reminding me, I've got to get one soon.
Didn't heal the best. Didn't heal the best, so I got it touched up. Dark Mark, hello guys from pole position. This cocky cunt. He's got the lobby host as well. That split second quicker.
It's becoming his new Canada, isn't it?
It is. Well, what do you expect from a wheel user, you know? Us pad users suffering.
There's this, isn't it?
No, it isn't a pad track. It really isn't. Get a wheel then. Do you want to buy me one? I think you may have disconnected, Lee. Or your connection's all over the shop.
Would still be on.
Oh, there we go. You're back.
I think it's a bit of a loose.
Swolner did get in.
Is he in?
He is in. In the Red Bull.
Right car, or?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be in a Red Bull.
Might be. He's close to the bottom of the table. He's supposed to be in a Ferrari.
I mean, it's not the end of the world.
I think they're about the same pace.
£100 and you pay postage, Mark, and you got a deal. I'm joking. Thank you, though. I don't want a wheel. I wouldn't know where to put it and how to use. Well, not how to use it, but where to put it and setting it up. Fuck no. If I wanted it, I'll do 120 and I'll pay for postage. But I don't want it.
Stream.
Yeah, but, I think that's from a RRF1. Yeah.
Guessing that was a close finish then.
I'm not too sure. I was out in the pub. Swollen's starting on the softs at the back there.
No, he's got no Grezza tonight.
No Grezza. No master spread.
No reigning champion.
No. Reigning runner-up, though, is here, Goomba. Yeah, I will, Mark, yeah. If I ever do come around to thinking I want to move over or get a new sort of room layout, I'll give you a shout. So, we should be going any minute now. If I actually read the clock correctly.
Yeah, 1 minute past.
It makes you laugh how the three fucking pit crew from each team just standing there. Parallel, like soldiers. And there we go. So, 20-second countdown. So, I want to change to the mediums.
They look a bit like Daft Punk, don't they, with the black eyes?
They do. Yeah. So we've got a hard runner and a soft runner. Everyone else starting on the mediums. That soft runner being primal, he's known for that. Chucking on those softs at the beginning.
There's no risking on the soft primalist.
You what?
There's no one risking it on the soft Primal is.
That's what he does, mate. It's what he does. Alright, we get
I
away.
suppose a track like this, if you can get a really good start with the softs, it's going to be hard to beat fast.
Good launch. Then he's got a pit earlier than the rest, so
Yeah.
it's always a difficult one.
His plan is to get past and just try and make as big a gap as he can.
You think the dark mark in P1 will be worried?
I don't know, it's always this turn one can be a bit scary sometimes.
It can. On Wednesday I got overtaken nicely by Tom. A much better start than me. Someone else had a little look up my right side whilst Tom was to my left. I thought it was going to end in carnage, but I can't remember who it was. It might have been Michael, maybe. He was having a little look up my right. I think he used his brain and knew 3 cars weren't going to get round turn 1.
But further back in the field there was a 6-car shunt.
I heard.
49 and Apex had a bit of a ding dong. Yeah, I can't remember the Aston one, but
It's your only
they've hit him, I've hit him, someone's hit me behind.
It's really your only opportunity to sort of get past around this track. With this track, you've just got to stick behind the car in front of you and hope they make a mistake.
See, this one,
Literally
DRS doesn't really help unless you're right behind him.
Exactly, it does. It does give you that little bit of a boost, but then you've got to get it round in turn 1.
I noticed on Wednesday, sort of tease you if you think you're getting really close, but by the time you catch up with them, you're like on the corner.
Exactly.
You've got to go for a clever send or you're not going to get past. Dartmouth was doing his little trick then, warming his tyres up.
Yeah, little bastard. On board with Zwolna. Oh, he misses his grid box. But what a shit angle this is. We'll go on board with Kush.
I'll keep an eye on it.
P4, sorry. Mad Mark. Get a good view of the front 3. And the Alpha tyre of Apex has had a blinder of a start up into P4. Both the Williams. I think Kush has jumped Davis there. Dark Mark still leads this.
Watching at the back, Swallander had a really quick start. He got Bakey getting off the line straight away.
I think Primals may have dropped 1 position, I think. If I remember rightly. It's
Domar's had a bit of a shunt. Oh, Mad Mark. Ooh. Close. Ooh, that was a bit naughty there.
Through the casino.
Spun back, but Domar was right next to him.
I suppose Mad Mark maybe a little bit frustrated. He got shunted into the wall there. Mad Mark and an Aston Martin sandwich here. Oh, Dumar. I think Dumar let him back past actually, or was it Primal? No, I think yeah. Dumar let him back past there, I think. Dumar going very deep into the wall though.
I'm on them soft, definitely had a good start. It's shown he's up at 3 positions.
He's had a blinder. Now he's on the chase for Apex and P4. And Dark Mark has pulled a second gap here. He's picked up a warning.
Anyway.
Lap 2.
Third warning.
The pack's actually opened up quite a lot for the second lap. Obviously shows the difference in cars there. Obviously when it was equal performance, I think we were all within 5-6 tenths for the first 4 or 5 laps. Lap 2 here. It's almost
Making it really close to Zwollenar here. What is Zwollenar's a bit of a weave across the road there.
The yellow flag and Robbo's retired.
He's on the chicane. But Zwollenar's just coming out now.
Yellow flags.
Ooh, oh, he's hit him.
Oh god. He's got wing damage from that. That's why you lift off with the yellows. I've caught that on
So you might have to let one of the damage shoot if you'll let Bakey past or not.
He may go into the pits here. Oh, and Bakey's hit the wall, yep. Swolen's into the pits. So he picks up a 5 second for speeding. Oh, it's not a great start from Zwolna there.
I'm on the hards now.
Dark Mark opening a 3/10 gap now. Compared to the last lap. Pulling away from those Williams. Apex just about sticking in that second with Davis. The yellow flag. It's just Zwolna coming out the pits.
Yeah, I think when it was he at the wall a little bit.
Mm.
Didn't get any damage.
I'll be very surprised. I'll say it here. I'll give you £10 Lee if we get a safety car tonight. Do you want to take that bet?
No.
Why not?
We had some crazy jumps of the Monday and Wednesday. There was no safety car.
I think that one with Robbo's got to be one. He's just sitting on the chicane.
Yeah.
Dartmouth really extending that gap now. Never knew he had this pace in him. Might have got better glasses.
Omar's getting a lot closer to Mad Mark this lap.
Oh, Zwolna's got another 3. I think he's cut that chicane.
Yeah. Just flicking through it. It was the second part of it.
He's got his ERS on,
crashed.
And he needs to turn his ERS off. He's
Yeah,
got another 3 for
it?
cutting it. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Oh, his front wings come off.
Is he purposely trying to DNF himself? Yeah.
He's retired.
He's retired on track. Get into the pits. There we go. He's retired there because it was only his front wing that come off there.
Yeah.
He was deliberately trying to crash out. Very disappointing to see. And he's going to come back out on track as well. This is why we don't like to see it. Because this is going to put Dark Mark off here. Luckily, he's got past it. Oh, I think it actually...
Come out right in front of Davis, I think.
Davis has slipped past it, as has Apex.
Prime will be coming up to it now.
There's no need.
It's come up right in front. Oh, it's come up right in front of Mad Mark.
Fucking hell, there's a massive shunt between the Aston Martin and Dumar. Slow down, guys. Yellow flags, lift off.
Yeah, Goomba shouldn't have overtaken there.
He's a massive one for moaning about. Just Mad Mark's gone into the wall there. What is going on? This is why you don't rage quit on track. Even at all. Just ruins it there. 3 drivers picking up damage. He didn't even last 5 laps and gave up. 3 laps, that was it.
Picked up damage there because he struggled to make the chicane.
His whole front wings come off. Oh, and he just about misses the wall.
His fellow Dutchman's messed his race up.
It has. Just want to get it nicely into the pits, as he does, and he will continue as Dumol always does. It's very annoying to see, but we continue on. Dark Mark 2.5 seconds out ahead. Don't think he had a choice, to be honest.
Yeah, just saw his end plate missing. That was caused by hitting the back of that retired car, I think.
Go on ball of Apex. He's right on the back of Davis. It's been an interesting battle to watch this one. Drivers of very similar ability. Quite a difference in cars. And a very difficult track. Apex has the DRS. But it doesn't do much for this track.
Using the RS as well.
Giving himself a little bit of a boost.
This was the frustrating thing on Wednesday. For myself, 49 and Wayne Hammer.
Primals took his softs off. As you were saying, yeah, frustration just sitting behind.
Yeah. When you're stuck in a train, there's just almost impossible to get out of it until the pit window's open.
Oh, mate. Hey, Kieran.
Yes, I was on board of Apex then.
Jesus.
I wonder if we'll get the glitch that Gunner's got on Wednesday with the wall on fire after someone hit it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the Wednesday stream back. Someone clipped that orange wall and when you look behind, it's on fire.
Apex slightly closer to Davis here. Davis sitting about 20% battery, with Apex almost double that.
I hadn't noticed, but Primal put his...
He had, yeah, just
on.
last lap. Chuck those softs off. And I think he comes out in the position he started, I think.
He's at one position still. So
So he started P8. It's worked in his favour. Apex had to slow down a bit more there. Took quite a bit of speed into the chicane.
I've noticed the chicane and that section afterwards, if you misjudge any of those corners, it really ruins you.
It does. As you can tell, he has fallen out of the DRS to Davis here. Have to use a bit of his battery to push himself back in.
Noticed his very low on battery already.
Yeah, Davis it's light flashing there, and Apex will notice that. But in any other track you would capitalise here, you can't really do much. Just got to hope for a mistake from the driver in front. Davis ain't one for making mistakes. Dark Mark.
If you're a car in front that buckles under pressure sometimes, this definitely isn't a track you want to race at.
No, it isn't. Dark Mark. The 4.3 second gap in front now. Apex, I think the closest he's been to Davis, slightly wide.
Well, Kush did make up a little bit on the sector, and then he had a little tap with the wall and lost 3/10 just by tapping the wall. I want to keep an eye on Dorimok, he's just done Bakey.
Through the tunnel.
Yeah, so I think Bakey realised that he had the quicker speed, he moved over a little bit. Sort of caught Domar out a little bit.
Baker was still plenty of battery. Go back to the... Oh, Apex may have picked up a warning there through the chicane. Not sure if he took it wide or if Davis may have messed up slightly. Apex, oh, right on the gearbox. He's going to fall off slightly more. The battle for P3 here.
Apologies with you heard me muting him, and I had a bit of a sneezing fit then.
Achoo, achoo. Oh, I'm like leaning back in my chair here, watching Apex. You feel he's turning in too early.
Really, pushing for it, isn't he?
He is. He wants that P3.
But Mad Mark made up 6 seconds on Bakey in this lap.
Davis, the current championship leader, I think.
He must be getting sick of that Williams. I think he's had the Williams for the last 7 weeks or something now.
He started off as a reserve, didn't he? I think he may have had it once or twice in the reserve seat as well.
Yeah, I think his first race was a Williams. He did one car different, and then I think he's been pretty much Williams ever since.
Is Mad Mark the quickest lap? 15.2.
So he's just made another 2 seconds on Baker. I think he's going to be right on him in this lap. The dark mark at the front, 6.5 seconds now.
Oh, and Apex hits the wall there. And that same wall killed him on Wednesday.
I think that's might hold Dark Marcus when he catches up with Mad Mark and Baker, which could be quite soon.
He's not far off. Now almost has a 7-second gap. And Kush in P2. Mad Mark being striking distance.
Yeah, so you can see him now.
Bakey just lets him go.
Yeah.
He's not fighting anything today. I think he just wants to finish. Oh! And Kush. Oh, I thought he lost it. He went into the pits.
On the pits.
Got a bit excited. Thought we were going to see some overtakes.
I've noticed with Bakey, if he knows that the car behind's a lot quicker, he'll move for him, but that's how he keeps getting points. Keeps getting consistent finishes.
Exactly, and that's how you collect the points. Obviously no constructors in Saturdays, but if there was, be doing a solid job for the McLarens.
I noticed you reserved on Wednesday a few weeks ago, and he did the same thing, managed to keep up everyone else's messes, and he got like, I think it was 11th.
He would. He's got the blue flags, but he's not. Dark Mark isn't quite close enough. There he is. Lets him pass very nicely. Not interrupting.
Apex is still really pushing.
If you, oh, he's got a great run. Oh,
Ooh.
He pulled out there. He knows that bend. But he's right on the gearbox of Davis. If he can get a good run here, it's not a great exit compared to Davis to pull a move off.
I'm going to make a really bad joke and say his pull-out game's definitely better on the game. But way, stop it.
Way, stop it. That's actually quite funny. Definitely is better.
So if he's listening to the stream, he's probably cursing at us now.
Yeah, calling us every name under the sun. See a battle further back, Primal catching up with the 49. Primal reserving tonight in the Aston Martin. Mad Mark doing everything he can to not be lapped. Still plenty away from the Dark Mark. Too many bloody marks. Oh, Davis gets a bit of that sausage curb, but so does Apex.
Primal right on the rear of 49 now.
Apex had a decent run, but it's not going to put him close enough. Using a bit of that battery as he comes up the hill. They're going to be approaching Bakey. I'm sure will get out of their way as best as he can.
Then Primal's going to go for a move down the this straight.
Let's jump on board with him. Oh, he gets a bit of that curb.
You can say he didn't get the best exit.
Bakey gets out of the way nicely for the pair of them too. Doesn't look like their times have been affected that much.
Primal's on his gearbox, isn't he?
He is. He's very, very close. As is Apex as we approach the home straight. Both of them are very similar exits. Keep on board with Primal. He's very low on that ERS, and 49's living it with that 80 odd %. Oh, as he bumps the wall.
Dink with the wall then. No, he caught that sausage curb, put him in the air slightly, just threw him off.
We'll keep on board with Primal down the straight. Is he going to be close enough?
Yeah, he got a far better exit that time.
Oh, 49 defending nicely.
Defending
Oh, Primal sent it. He gets the move done. That's what you got to do sometimes. Slips past 49. Great move.
Apex just can't get past Davis.
He can't. I think they both keep messing up on certain corners, and it sometimes Apex gets a better one. It just doesn't click.
I wasn't sure what that was for. That was one of the
Bakey, I think, giving way there. Davis, not a great exit out of that corner. I think he may just clip the wall slightly.
Noticed the whole time there's a battle in the time for Kush is slowly coming down.
It is. It was 12 something last lap. Almost hitting that 10 seconds.
So neither Davis or Apex reacted when Kush changed his tyres.
He didn't. Changed them quite early, to be fair, Kush.
Yeah. So I wonder if he got caught up with the... There's one I think, but I think he was too far ahead, wasn't he, by then?
I think he was, yeah. Kush has been using his battery a bit to chase, 20%.
I wonder if he had I noticed he did dig the wall a few times. I wonder if he had a bit of front wing damage, that's why I pit earlier.
I think the gap in a pit stop, is it 20? I think it might be a slightly more.
About 20.
About 20 seconds. So the gap between him and Dark Mark, let's have a look. It's 23 seconds as it stands. So I think Dark Mark would maybe just pinch Kush.
in real F1, pit lane time loss at Monaco is 16.4 seconds.
If that's anything like the game, which we know it isn't.
I guess
Dark
the game
Mark.
probably more towards 20.
I think Dark Mark would have, if it is 20 or 20 or thereabouts, would have about a 3 second or so gap, which was about 4. It's about 4 when before Kush pit, I believe. Exactly. And I'm not too sure what the mediums do around here in 100%. Kush is catching very quickly.
Another 2 seconds of that last lap, wasn't it?
It was. It's Bakey with a 3 second.
I thought Apex was going to go for a move in the casino then, but he thought better of it.
It looked like it, didn't it?
Like he was debating whether to go around the outside, he thought best not.
There's a bit of his battery through the tunnel here. Got track wind.
Apex is the closest he's been to Davis now.
He is. It seems Davis gets a great pull.
I'm surprised by that with it being the Williams.
True, and there's Baker with another 3 second. As Atkins has said in track, Dartmark may want to start looking to pit soon. Otherwise Kush has had a free pit stop.
Yeah, it's about 21, isn't it, at the minute? 21
Something
and a
like,
half, maybe.
it is something about just about that.
We'll look at leader. Yeah, 21.4.
Apex may have picked up a warning through that chicane there.
So he's not gone in this lap.
I think we may see a move from Apex here. Davis has a great pull away from Apex.
So that must all be down to his setup, because that Williams... Is it the Williams Aston? The worst.
Well, Davis has
straight line
gone
speed?
wide there. And Apex is right back up on the gearbox.
You can see he keeps getting tempted, doesn't he, by going for a move and just playing the patient game instead.
I think he'd like to finish tonight, especially after crashing out on Wednesday.
The Kush is 20 seconds behind the leader now. And if Dartmouth was to pit now, it would be super close.
Baker with another 3 second. I believe he's got Goombra, a Mad Mark approaching actually.
Again, that Williams is pulled away from the Alpha. That one's getting a bit close. Domar with 49.
It is getting very close. Dartmark's going to be approaching Bakey.
That's the second time he's lapped him, isn't it now?
I believe so, yeah. I think Dartmark may be going into the pit soon. He was sitting on 80% a couple of laps ago, now 5%. So I think he'll be pitting
The gap
soon.
between him and Cush is 20.2.
Slowly dropping away. Domar's caught on the back of 49.
49 had a bit of a iffy entry onto the casino. Domar caught right up to his gearbox.
I was terrorised by this Aston Martin on Wednesday.
I'm thinking he's an Aston Martin driver on Wednesday, isn't he?
He is.
He's happened to get it on Wednesday and Saturday this week.
I almost kept that position in front of him. Almost. I think we might be seeing a move here from Dumar.
He's using his ERS and his DRS.
Oh, I don't think he's going to be close enough. He isn't.
I surprised me with that because 49 using any DRS then.
Oh, an apex. Oof, almost gives Davis a bit of a tap, a bit of a love touch. And Apex is going to be overtaken by Cush here. Apex wasn't really fighting that too much. Now it's the battle of the Williams again.
I was looking if Dartmouth was to get back now, he would come out behind Davis, Cush and Apex.
Obviously no team game in the Saturday division. We're technically not teammates.
All different moves there.
Oh, he sent it through.
Oh, what was he done there?
He sent it in the chicane. He knew he had to get past, but it's not a place to send
Davis
it
will
there.
not be happy with the way that was sent. I think he made contact, didn't he, with him?
You cannot fit two cars around there. See where the dark mark's going to come out. I think he may just pinch Cush here. He has. He's timed it well, actually. Going to be very close, actually. He's done it. Cush should be using that battery. Davis pits.
Yeah, I think it was about 16, 17 seconds or so. It wasn't too far off real.
No, it wasn't, to be fair. Dark Mark has kept in front. He's on fresher tyres, but he will need his hards to warm up quickly. He doesn't want to lose that track position.
Yeah, Cush is right on his gearbox. Primal's pitting now. I wonder if Primal's reacting to the front runners on. I know he started on softs, didn't he?
He did. He's gone soft, medium,
used all compounds.
hard now. These hards will go a very long way. As will the mediums, to be fair. Apex, Goomba, 24 laps.
So Goomba might be worth pitting soon. He's got a 19-second gap to Mad Mark.
I think the Dark Mark and Cush approaching the 49 and Bakey here. Bakey lets them both go nicely.
is not where they want to be catching up with another car. Though. Through
It's
the
not.
hairpin.
Would maybe expect to see 49 pull over here, but I don't think he will. He does actually. He lets both the cars pass nicely. Fair play. Bakey picks up another 3 second.
I think that was unlucky one for Baker. I think he was moving for a car behind him.
Dark Mark has broken that second gap to Kush.
I think he's hard just starting to warm up a little now.
Definitely.
Fatal was saying on a Saturday stream last week, so it's about 2 to 3 laps them to warm up.
Apex may be able to sorry to interrupt. Fatal may be able to pull an overcut. Apex, sorry. Pull an overcut on Davis here. It's just at that crossover point. I think if Apex was to pit.
Come out right near each other, I think.
See what Apex does this lap.
Was it the wall?
Got 2-car battle for pit. Oh, and Apex does pit. Let's keep on board with him and see where he comes out.
I'll keep on board with Davis.
I think Davis is probably going to jump him here, but it's going to be tight. A decent pit stop from the AlphaTauri team.
Yeah, Davis just come around the last corner now.
And Apex is... Oh.
Yeah, they're right near each other.
And Davis does get the jump. It hasn't worked in Apex's favour. Davis is on 3-lap hards. But there's the Dark Mark, who's pulled a 1.7 second gap now to Kush.
It looks like we're only about 18, 19 seconds. What was Apex had about 17 and a half, wasn't it? And he didn't quite have enough.
I think it was bang on 17. Dumas pit after 21 laps on the hards.
So only another 50 laps to go.
Oh god. Kush, oh, that's going to be massive.
Ooh.
That is going to be massive towards the end of this race. I think it was, yeah, turn 1.
You notice on Wednesday a few people put one up there pushing a bit too hard. If you just take that slight too much off that corner.
I picked up my final warning there to give me a 3 second turn 1. I think the other 2 were on the chicane.
I think I did exactly the same. The first one was it turn 1.
Actually, I think I got one of them for bouncing off a wall.
Ah.
Track limits, which is always fun. Good game, obviously. Yeah.
The funniest one I've ever had was when we did Vietnam. I think it was the last game. But definitely must be the last game of the game before. I got knocked in the air, about 10 foot in the air, and it classed me as exceeding track limits because I wasn't on the track.
Right, I'm gonna go down to Goomba. I'm gonna quickly run and grab a bit of water. Leave it to you.
Right. I think games all over the gearbox of Primal. Primal's are harvesting as well. Interesting to see how Kuba's mediums fare against Primal's hards. Sorry about that. So what we'll see it, but Apex is all over Davis again. Within a second of him now. And Apex has got the DRS on the pit straight as well. But that Williams just got crazy pull away speed with Davis. I know Kuba's dropped a little bit of time this lap to Primal, but Kuba's hardly touching his ERS and Primal's on 8%. He's definitely pushing to get away from him. I think Apex must be frustrated just looking at the back of that Williams all evening. I wonder if I have to take away from Cush's book and go for a send either. Probably at turn 1, I'd imagine. Yeah, he's got the DRS on him again. And what you can see on Orange Street at the minute, Goombas has got back with a second to Primal. Goomba's just going to... I was going to say he's playing the waiting game, he just dinks the wall just as I say it. He's very lucky not to hit his rear on the wall there. Goomba clipping the wall again. I was just flipping between him and Apex at the moment. They're the two closest battles we've got. Close Apex has been. He's right on his tail coming out that last corner. So that pull away with Davis is crazy in that William. Apex keeps getting to in the 3 or 4 tenths by the last corner, and then he's 7 tenths when they come out of it. The dark marks hard have definitely warmed up now. He's pushed it to 3 seconds ahead of Kush.
Why are you talking to yourself?
I'm talking to myself.
No, I'm joking. Sorry, I fancied a cup of tea, so quickly made myself one.
I was commentating on Apex, but obviously they couldn't see Apex.
Now they can.
So last lap he got within 3/10 of Davis, but really close in the last corner, and that Williams just falls away again. He's having the same issues after he pit than he did earlier in the race.
He'd be bored of that Williams apex.
Gonna be the nightmares of Williams tonight, I think.
Packet of Haribo Super Mix as well.
They're talking about Williams. I think they were the slowest car today in real F1, weren't they?
They were.
I think I read earlier that Sargent wasn't too far off in Q1, but
Oscar Piastri went out in Q3 as well. Oh, and Davis has picked up a 3 second.
ooh.
Oh,
Well,
Apex knocked it into neutral.
I say he missed a gear then, didn't he?
Can't find it, grind it. Well, can't grind anything in these new cars, but back in the day. All the penalties are flying in now.
You try and grind it, one of these new ones, bits will go flying off everywhere. Did you see the Ferrari earlier today on their first lap in Q1?
Had to what?
You see the Ferrari in Q1 earlier, Leclerc's Ferrari.
I didn't know
First
what
lap they
happened.
had to red flag it because bits of his Ferrari were just falling off.
Really?
He opened his DRS and a bit flew off, and he got to turn 1, something fell off from under his front wing as well.
Jesus.
They had to red flag it to get the carbon fibre off the road.
I think Davis having more fun with those hards rather than the mediums. I think that's how I felt. If I'm
Goomba got
honest
some
on
airtime there.
Why'd you call him Big
Getting
Goomba,
through.
huh?
Big Goomba.
Yeah, you called him Big Goomba, didn't you?
No, I think Goomba got some airtime.
I thought you called him Big Goomba. So why is he big?
Probably my cold. I'll sound like a zombie in a party tomorrow. Another battle slowly starting to begin. That's be Domar and Mad Mark.
It is
see him in front of
slowly etching away. I think this Mad Mark's just chucked his old mediums off. Just a lap before.
So when they warm up, probably this nap or next, it'll probably start pulling away a bit.
It's got max battery as well. 49 given way to the drivers there. Dark Mark's having a field day out here, isn't he?
Nearly 4 seconds now. If he hadn't have pit when he did, he would have fallen down, wouldn't he? He timed it perfectly.
A lap later, it would definitely been stuck behind him. You'd think I think he knows what he's doing.
It's a really bad design of the game there when they stick the pit board windows out. Goomba literally just went through the person. That would have been a death on Monaco, that would.
Mad Mark extending his fastest lap again, a 15.1.
He was right on prime, on a primal, a little dink with the wall.
Poor Bakey.
Oh, Goomba was so close to the ball there.
Dartmark approaching Mr. Bakey again. He still continues on though. You got fair play to him.
So with all finishes finishing in Saturday, you might as well just go and get some decent points.
Especially with the amount of drivers. And we're only just about to get through the halfway point as well.
You can
So
see with the 90% ruling with their Monaco, as long as he's in 8 laps, doesn't get lapped 8 times.
exactly.
Yeah, he will still classify. I think he's only been lapped. Oh no, Baker's round.
I think he's been lapped 4 times now, I think.
Yeah. It was unlucky. I think he was paying attention to the cars behind. His rear wheels just tapped that second to last corner.
It's what Ravingo did on Wednesday.
Yeah. I made the mistake of doing that last season. I forgot that the rear stick out ever so slightly more than the front. Yeah, the front's got through and the back's was donk.
I did that where we are now with Dartmark. That corner just before the tunnel. Clipped it with my back and then Michael just went straight past. It was
last season. I can't remember if it was here or Sunday Drive. I done that at the coming out of the tunnel, left turn, went really close to it. With the front and the back's just spun the car around.
Dartmark's nailing that. This sort of double chicane type thing.
I noticed the very last corner as well. He's keeping away from that curb. I've noticed a few have been catching that curb and it's been slowing them down a little bit.
It's Mad Mark again with another fast lap. Goomba right on the arse of Primal. Oh, and Goomba, oh, he goes very wide in the casino. And just sort of scrapes along the wall.
I think Mad Mark's fastest time is miles ahead of anyone else at the minute. He did a 14.5 and next after that's 15.3.
There you go.
Goomy gets up behind Primal, that's helping Mad Mark. Gives you every turn he's knocking the 10th off.
Rapidly approaching. His real challenge is to get past him.
So Apex must be getting fed up behind that Williams. What we're talking about, the Williams just hit the wall.
Which one?
The Davis. Come out of that chicane, the one that Mick Schumacher crashed in real life. Not sure the name of it. And he skidded across the side of his car, hit the wall.
Jesus.
I think he escaped without any damage though. So I think one thing Apex has in the back of his mind is he won't want to do what he did on Wednesday. He was pushing too much and DNF'd. So we're more than halfway through now.
Lap 42 at 78.
39 was the halfway point, wasn't it?
It was. Was an
There's
Aston
a Aston
Martin
round.
round. Primal.
Primal. I'm not sure if anything happened with Goon, but I know noticed he managed to get past.
Goomba probably speared him. Dirty driver. Can't see.
I'll see if Goon had any
He's-
damage, but
Primal's losing a right end plate, I think.
Goon was continuous. I don't think he got any damage. The Mad Mark managed to get
Primal
through as
comes
well. I think Dark Mark let one of the cars unlap himself, didn't he? Because they were going a bit quicker. That Mad Mark.
Was Mad Mark, yeah.
I suppose those cars are on the medium, so if they thought they might have quicker pace, and they might as well just let them go.
Smart from Dark Mark.
Apex and Beav is still really close again.
Approaching Bakey.
I think Apex is it? It's just keep it within 3 seconds, isn't it, with Davis's penalty?
It is.
I'm just going to grab myself some water as well.
No worries, mate. Still on board with this Apex and Davis battle. Oh, Apex goes oof, very late on the brakes and almost straight into the wall there. To allow Davis to pull back a 2-second lead near enough. Mad Mark rapidly catching Mr. Goomba. Mad Mark obviously on much fresher medium tyres. There's Apex with a 3-second now. All evens between Davis and Apex. Mad Mark turns in too early and clips the back end of his car. Not done him many favours. Akey with another 3-second now. Is that rain I can see on the screen? I think I might be just bugging. I'm not sure if I can see rain. Ooh. Goomba backs out of that one, but Mad Mark has to cut the chicane. Goomba picks up a 3-second there from a bit of a lunge. I'm sure I can see rain. I can. Mad Mark has sent a lunge on Goomba into the chicane, a bit like Kush, to get in front so he can pit earlier. Maybe he hasn't.
Missed any drama.
You just missed something. Is there rain? Yes, I knew I could see rain. I thought I was bugging.
Yeah, I'm on Goombas and there's a few specks on his point of view.
I thought I was bugging out there.
Yeah, there's a
Mad Mark sent
spitting.
a bit of a lunge on Goomba into the chicane after the tunnel. Goomba had to pick up a 3-second from it.
I think we might see a clip for that one.
Maybe. But I thought he was rushing to get past so he could get into the pits, but he stayed out. So a rainy Monaco.
Never a nice thing to see.
No.
Whereas it's nice to see if you're a viewer. It makes it interesting, but not if you're driving it.
No, definitely not. For like 2 minutes I was like, do I see rain? And I was like, yeah, I do. See, if I would go in here, a lot of drivers wait for the DRS to be disabled, but
I've noticed with yours, you tend to go early and do get the jump on people.
that's what I'm saying. Not as soon as I see spitters of rain,
Mark's
but
gone in, but into.
you got to pit early as possible, and you will see the change.
A sort of weird thing there with the I'm on board with Mad March, but from like the broadcast view.
It was an Aston Martin
safety
round,
car,
I think.
the safety car is bouncing.
Primal round. He's probably going to come into the pit. Oh no, he doesn't come in the pits. He stays out.
It's only Mad Mark that's opted for the minute.
He's only dropped the
Primal's
one
definitely
position.
getting more drops of rain on his screen. Sector 1 seems to be the main bit for the rain at the minute. And a little bit of Sector 3.
It's quite heavy on the visor.
I watched the Mad Mark in the middle section, doesn't seem to be any there, but it's definitely Sector 1 and 3 it's right.
I think it's definitely time to pit. Not for track conditions, but the way it's coming down. The track doesn't
as soon as
seem
he comes
too
out the
bad.
tunnel, Mad Mark's one, he's getting loads of drips.
Dark Mark stayed out. What will Kush do? Kush has stayed out.
Mad Mark is actually gaining on Doma.
His mediums.
Line the Delta.
Dumar's mediums are a bit old now.
Yeah.
As are Goombas. Will we see a Williams or Davis pit here? We see another car pit of Primal. See, I would have pit last lap if I was the other drivers.
It'd be interesting for these at the front if someone's going to gamble and try and jump the others.
Would be interesting to see.
Like Dave is only just outside of. If he went before the others, he might be able to jump him.
It's still spitting, but it's spitting quite heavily. DRS hasn't been disabled yet.
Primal's put the inters on as well now.
Dark Mark stayed out again. Lap 50 out of 78. Let's see what Kush does. Kush has also stayed out. Apex hitting the wall.
He's
there.
definitely a bit of a crossover point. He's 49. He's not really making any gains or any losses with Primal.
Both Apex and Davis have stayed out.
And Davis just Apex is going to just copy whatever Davis does in a minute. He doesn't want to.
Probably the smartest thing to do. Dark Mark has gained 3 seconds in the past 4 or 5 laps here. He stayed out again.
I'll just Baker letting Dark Mark through.
Let's see what the two
The
cars
Mad Mark
battling
is
for P3
closing.
do.
Closing on
He
Doma
is.
a little bit more.
They're all still staying out.
So based on looking at Mad Marks and Primals, it is sort of a crossover bit, isn't it, between they're both about similar pace, the drives and the inters.
Seems like Kush is struggling more than Marcus in this weather.
Yeah, I can say he's... Oh, Mad Marks just hit the wall coming out of the tunnel. If you notice his time has dropped about a second and a half now. So
Kush
Primal
pits.
compared to 49 though.
Kush's
Primal,
pit.
is that Inters is going for?
I believe so.
So Primal's made 2.5 seconds on 49 in the last lap. We might be getting closer to that switching the Inters on now.
Let's see what Davis does. He stays out. Apex follows him. Kush has put the mediums on.
He doesn't see it being wet enough. Oh! Kush had cut across the exit line and nearly took Apex out.
He's had a bit of a touch there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think
If it was
Kush
a
meant to
slide
pit for the
'cause those
mediums
tyres.
there. I think he didn't have enough time to change it in his MFD.
Rose is in the chat. He's put Davis on the podium.
He is. DRS has been disabled and Davis will be going in this lap, I presume.
So one this might affect his dark mark is already on past turn 1.
He has.
Whereas Davis isn't. He's in tech 3, isn't he?
Dumar's pit. Goomba has. It's the time. The issue Darkmark may have is coming out in front of traffic. Right on the back of each other here.
He's on his gearbox. He's just giving him a bit of a lap tap then and coming out of the pit.
There's Darkmark coming in.
They cushion the tunnel. I want to feel a pit again, but he's going to lose out on a few positions, I think. I was lucky they come out just enough ahead of the one of the lap cars.
Darkmark does now have a 21 second gap.
What's going down?
18. He almost has a whole pit stop in front of Kush.
I'm surprised Kush doesn't pit.
He's staying out on him.
It's strange that this middle sector, it doesn't look very wet. It is still that first and third sector where it's
not going to do him any favours, especially with the drivers behind him.
One bit I've noticed his help. He was under the tunnel.
Mm.
Seems to be the only dry bit. When you get to this bit, this is where it seems to be the wettest. Apex is all over Davis.
Oh, and Apex has clipped the back of his car. Kush is actually eating at the time between him and Dark Lord.
In Dark Mark.
That's the one.
I suppose in Harry Potter terms, they're the same person.
They are.
With 14 and about 14, 15 seconds, it keeps changing. We're slowly getting closer to what Gunners calls his final countdown.
What's that, the 20 lap countdown?
Yeah. Oh, Kush is definitely sliding now and he'd lost it in the second sector. It seems to be this bit where he's making up the most time on the dark mark though. Sector 2. Weird if you watch on board with Kush through Sector 2, there's no drops at all on his screen. As soon as he comes out there's a weird thing there though. As soon as he went in the tunnel, he had rain on his screen, even though he's in the tunnel.
Yeah, I see that. It's like, the fuck?
After a red flag it, there's a leak.
Approaching the back marker of 49 here.
Oh, a dink with the wall.
Bakey's lost it in the chicane. I've just noticed.
They're gone.
Again. He did it in
We got
qualifying.
getting this close.
Almost made it to 60 laps.
Is that the one coming out of the tunnel, is it?
His car's still there. The dark mark may want to...
Oh, he's had to cut the corner.
He's crawled over slowly, and Mad Mark, I think, he's picked up another 3 for avoiding that.
Is the car gone now? Yeah,
It has gone.
You can see the tyre marks where his car spun round. Oh, Kush is at the wall. He had made up a couple of seconds because Darmark had to slow down and then he's lost it by dinking the wall. The thing with Kush though, he knows.
I've actually
he does
noticed
have to pit.
Apex. Apex is picked for the mediums now as well,
Oh.
actually. So it may not...
Barmore didn't notice he stayed on. He's changed to mediums, stayed on mediums.
It's
He
down
did
to
get on the inters for a bit.
down to 2 drivers now. You haven't picked up time penalties. 49 in the dark mark. Oh no, Apex is pit. He's gone into the pit. What's he putting on
We'll
here?
do inters again, is it? Or,
He's gone back to put the inters on.
yeah.
What's going on here? Gonna lose the position to a Mad Mark here potentially. He's gonna come out.
I wonder if he saw Kush was making up a little bit of time on the mediums, thought he would try.
Oh, he's just pinched Mad Mark there coming out the pits.
Right on his tail, isn't he?
He is.
Is that the? What's that back mark? A bit. It's nice. Is that the race leader in front of him?
It is. It's Mr. Dark Mark. Dark Mark's lapped all the cars up to P3.
Oh, well, that's Apex being overtaken. Oh, the Mad Mark's hit the wall. Oh, there's a
There's an
Aston
Aston
round.
Martin round.
It's primal,
Primal,
on mediums. But the car approached him, I think. You have to be quick to move out of the way.
Kush's time eating away there. And slowly dropping, sorry. Increasing. Fucking hell.
I say, looking at his
It's a
time
dark
between him
mark.
and Davis, he's going to have to pit soon. If not, Davis is going to jump him. Davis's time is going down and down now.
As you say that.
He's coming in.
He goes into the pits 18.9 seconds ahead of Davis. A 22.5,
Big
sorry.
close.
But a yellow flag. I think that's just the back markers giving way. I think, yeah,
But Davis just come around the last corner now.
Cush is going to get out in front of him.
Cush has put on an old set of mediums. The 12 laps. It's 12 laps all.
What the fuck is going on?
So I thought he was pitting for the Inters.
He's really holding Davis up here.
Oh, he's spinning.
Had a bit of a... He's going very slow. And I'm not sure if he's doing this on purpose.
Davis can get past him now. Look at he's really slow, but then coming through the tunnel.
Yeah, he's just having a fuck about with Davis.
Rose's just put go on Davis.
Cheering the boy on. He's not honking tonight, Oozers. Oozers. Yeah, Cush goes into the pits.
Well, that'd be for Inters this time.
You would hope.
Someone else in the pits, that's Primal.
Prime was at a front wing change.
He was the other one on mediums, but he's thought better of it. I don't think Cush enjoys his Inters. He's had two little digs with the wall already. Apex is not too far off mark here.
He isn't, but they got the race leader behind him.
So did he must let them through then? I was thinking Dartmark was ahead of him, wasn't he? Was it last lap or lap before?
I think he was, yeah.
There's a funny weather glitch there. Dartmark's exactly the same as Cush had. As soon as he went into the tunnel, he had all the wet on the screen.
Quite a bit of spray on the track now.
Yeah. So I wonder if it's going to stay light rain or if it's going to get any worse than this.
It'd be interesting to see, to be fair.
Definitely sector 3 is getting wetter. I just went through and I was on with Domar and his screen's quite bad now.
Oh, Mad Mark's gone deep.
Well, I've just had a look at the stops. Primal's had 6 stops in this race.
6.
Yeah. He's gone soft, medium, hard, medium, inters, medium, inters.
Jesus.
So I don't think he's got many choice tyres left. Obviously, Rose has put. Davis never honks. He's different gravy.
He's different gravy. Cross the line to start lap 65 of 78. 13 laps remaining.
Definitely getting wetter now.
It is.
The lead that Dartmark's got now is quite crazy.
It's a very big gap. Oh, Mark's gone into the wall. Late on his brakes and he's lost his whole front
right
wing
in
there.
front of the Dartmark. He's holding the Dartmark up.
Oh, God. He's lost his whole front wing. It's not ideal for Mad Mark, as he's going to pit and potentially drop behind.
Dartmark was lucky. Davis had a bit of an iffy final sector. He didn't lose out any time though.
Davis is in his own world here. Nice and easy for the remaining 13.
The Apex must be regretting trying those mediums out now.
Dartmark has pit. Is he going to put another pair of inters on, or is he going to go for the wets?
I think it's inters. No, wets.
He's gone for the wets.
For wets. I suppose if it doesn't work, he's got enough of a gap that he can probably pit again and just come out ahead.
There's quite a bit of... You can see the puddles, especially in Sector 3.
With that gap he's got, he can afford to take that gamble, can't he?
He can. You can also note that everyone else on behind him is on penalties. Are on penalties, sorry. Prime was catching 49, but he's 47 seconds behind him.
Okay, talking about the wets and the inters, it'll be really interesting to see what happens after Silverstone in real life with this tyre blanket situation.
It will actually be very interesting.
Is it next season they're on about removing them completely?
I'm not entirely sure, but I did hear someone talking about it. Primal's made his 7th pit stop for the wets.
Goober on the wets as well.
Cush's light is flashing. His petrol light is flashing on his it's going on and off. I think he's currently under
Is it under fuel?
yeah. He isn't lapped.
On both Monday and Wednesday, didn't we?
We did.
Expecting safety cars and there was no safety cars.
Davis is coming for the wets. Cush has stayed out, and Cush is probably going to take these inters to the end now to try and retain that P2. Oh, and Apex was just drifting round that corner. I think Sector 3 is probably the worst.
Yeah, Sector 3. Getting some puddles. See on there where Apex was on the left of it was a massive puddle.
Apex into the pits.
Even the pits, looking at the puddles in the pit lane.
I think the wets are needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
The wets are needed, to be fair, mate.
That's a disappointing thing with the real F1 when it got to needing the wets, they red flagged it, didn't they? Was that last season? I think it was.
It was, yeah.
Oh no, it's too wet to use the wets.
Dumar's now pit.
49 as well.
Goomba's jumped Mad Mark. I think Mad Mark may have just let him go. Kush has stayed out again.
It does seem to be like the inters as parts of the track where you're making up a lot more time than other parts. I'm just watching Apex now, his car's wrenched. Only the two that opted to stay on the inters.
I don't think we'll see him pit, to be honest.
Mad Mark's pitted.
I don't think Kush will pit. I think he wants to keep that P2.
Yeah.
9 laps remaining.
Yeah, just if he pits now, he would come out a few seconds behind Davis, wouldn't he?
He would.
Because she's struggling in this section. She's really lucky they nearly whacked into the orange barrier on the coming out of the tunnel.
Just about. Davis isn't quite catching him though.
So he catches a few tenths of it then. Other parts of the track, Kush is gaining it back again.
It's just dropping off.
Yeah, it's like this bit, like the inter seems to be quicker in a straight line. Oh, Kush is really going.
Just tap that.
Just
tap
about managed
that
to
wall
save
there.
it.
Oh.
Again. Another 8 laps yesterday. I'll bring the car around.
Yeah, let Mad Mark past. Oh, he's hit the wall.
Was that Kush?
Yeah, and in the chicane, caught his back end.
That time with Davis now is definitely dropping.
Oh yeah.
3 seconds on this lap.
You'd hope Kush would pit, but I think he's just going to stick it out.
So if he does pit, he would only lose 1 position at the minute. Could have got to Apex.
He has stayed out. Having to nurse it through sector 1 there.
Yeah. So it's sector 1 and then a couple of the other curves in sector 3 where it seems to be getting a bit loose. Ooh. Just getting really close to the barriers again.
Yellow
The
flag.
barrel's gone.
Primal's lost it.
That's turn 1. Well, Goober's nearly hit him.
He still will classify, I believe.
Yeah, I think he had to finish. Is he either 70 or 71? I'll have to double check. Because normally you have to do 90%, so that'd be. What's that? 7.8 laps from the end. So it might be just about alright.
Kush still
So
hanging on to those inters.
Davies made another 2 seconds on Kush that lap. So if he does this, make 2 seconds every lap near the end of the race, he's going to be right on him.
He has Primal. He's had a blinder tonight. I think you still will classify, mate. I know you're only a reserve, but I think you may just classify.
Or reserves do get points. I track them separately, so if you ever do move up to permanent, you get to keep your points. I was just replying to Palmer's comment. If he does classify, would get the points for that. You just wouldn't be able to see him on the table unless he moves up. But there might be 1 or 2 spots left. Double check the tables and the attendance.
Says how many points is he on?
Dave's only 6 seconds behind Kush now.
Etching away, like you said, two seconds a lap, near enough.
So he keeps doing that maths. It'll be what, 3 laps or so? I think Kush is just having a bit of a leisurely drive now, isn't he? Just trying to get to the end.
Exactly that.
I was like, Dartmoor's got such a big gap now. He could go and make a cup of tea in his car and still finish the race.
He's had a blinder tonight.
He's going to quick open his thermos flask in a minute, isn't he, in his car?
So a little sip.
I think another got your kudos for perseverance 49.
You have. You got to give it to him. Oz is in chat. Davis needs to push. I think he is.
I think he might just get it to 4.2.
He needs to push more. He's got 3 laps to catch him. And he's actually got to try and get past him.
Sounds like midwife O's is in the chat there.
Push, push. I believe so. I think they are on the same penalties. I'm not going to spoil it though and have a look.
I'll have a little look. Yeah, I've just had a look. But I won't tell you though.
I think you just gave it away there. Still only 2 drivers. Not to pick up any penalties. It's going down to the wire, honestly. I think Davis just wants to bring it home.
Yeah.
He may want that P2, but
Definitely see him now, can't he?
just about. This feel like was on. I'm not sure if it's on still with the wet weather.
Not.
It's not flashing anymore.
With them tyres, if she's been coasting them and managed to bring it back up.
Hmm. It's within the 3 seconds now. They're both. Are they both a lap? They are both a lap down. Or are they? No, they're not.
They're just about alright. I think Apex is the.
I think
Apex down has been lapped.
the next time they cross the line, though, I think the race. I'm not sure how it works.
Dark marks on his final lap now.
He is.
Somebody who has got the red fuel light is Mad Mark.
Oh.
Not flashing yet though, but he is. Dave's only 2 seconds behind, but I don't think he's going to get him, is he now?
I don't think so. So last lap for Cushion Davis, 1.5 seconds. It's going to be close.
I think Apex will probably be able to have another lap as well. Dartmarsh is coming around the last corner now.
We'll jump on board with him as he crosses the line, the winner of the Monaco Grand Prix, 100%. Whew. He's done it. We go back to this battle though. Davis just almost, he's breaking that 1 second. Keep the battery on. Is he going to be able to do it? It's getting closer and closer.
I hope it's now, can be now or never, isn't it? This last sector. Wish to get a bit slidey as well.
Unless Kush makes a major error here.
You're going to get him.
Davis just doesn't get the exit. And Kush is going to cross the line P2. Davis half a tenth. And the penalties were even.
Apex was the only other one, I think. 49. Managed to get another lap in.
Going to follow the AlphaTauri's round. Apex going to cross the line P4. The 49 P8. And there we go. Oh.
I'm not sure if Dartmark's ever won by a margin that big before.
Mad Mark gets driver of the day in game. I'll let you decide, Lee. You can decide. They don't get any points, but
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day.
Yeah.
He also gets fastest lap as well, Mad Mark.
What do you? So I'd probably go Davis.
Mr. Davis gets commentary driver of the day. It's your decision, mate, and you've made it. Davis gets commentary driver of the day.
I'll say the one was just the way he defended Apex all the time. He did, and then nearly caught Kush at the end as well.
Don't think Goomba's going to be happy, considering he started 9th on the grid and finished 5th. Be having words with you.
Did he get it from the game, though?
He didn't. It was Mad Mark that got it, I think. And Mad Mark actually dropped 2 positions. I'm sure it was Mad Mark. Anywho. So we got 2 of the drivers in. Make sure to include your audio.
No, I'm done.
Is Mr. Kush going to join? We'll give it to the end of the timer.
I've noticed it hasn't classified primal.
Oh, and there's Mr. Kush. He didn't classify primal.
I think he had to do a bit more of that lap to classify with the 90%.
Gutting. That was a fucking long one, and I was just watching it.
Yeah.
Right, lads. So double podium for the Williams drivers. Shame there isn't a constructors for that. But well done to all 3 of you. We'll first start off with Mr. Davis. I mean, it was a tough one for you. I think Kush opted to stay on the inters, and it made him keep that position. The wets weren't just quick enough to catch up. You caught him on the last lap. It just wasn't quick enough. But still, P3, solid result, mate. Take us through your race.
Yeah, it's just Monaco's Monaco, innit? I had Apex up my ass for pretty much 3/4 of that race, so it was just about surviving, basically. Monaco's not really my strongest track, but those wets were coming into their own at the end. I thought I could maybe just sneak it at the line, but lost my rear wing. Had a little twitch of the rear wing.
It was a good final little lap to watch, to be fair. We can see you etching closer and closer, but Kush, as we move on to you, bold move sticking with those inters, and you almost lost it on one of those laps through Sector 1. We saw you clipped the wall slightly and it sort of threw your car off, and you controlled it nicely and kept it together. Did you start P2? I think you did and finish P2, so congratulations for that, mate. Take us through your race. There you go.
Yeah, don't take my credit away, mate.
You did. You kept P2. A double podium for the Williams drivers, and you wouldn't expect that. So great pace from both of you. On to the race winner. The two-time race winner around Monaco this week. I don't think he was expecting 2 wins, let alone 1.
Wasn't even expecting 1.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Take us through that race for you.
So the start was pretty sort of important to try and stay in front of the guys behind. But I actually got my one and only warning for that race on lap 1, turn 1, because Davies was on my left-hand side, so I sort of cut a bit too much of the chicane. The first corner, the curb. That was my only warning all race. Apart from that, it was just try and cover Kush. Whatever he did behind, I just sort of mirrored at the best opportunity I could to stay in front. It was quite close. When I pitted for the hards, I sort of knew it was about 18, 19 seconds in the pits, and he was 20 seconds behind. So when I came out, he was on my chuff. But then I suppose the slightly quicker car, just managed to sort of pull away and open the gap again. So it was just trying to hold it out the walls and bring it home, really.
We were trying to work out when you were going to pit. Obviously, Kush pit a few laps earlier, and he was etching closer and closer. I think if you left it too late there.
Yeah, so I was keeping an eye on the times.
A lap after, it was would have been game over.
Yeah, I mean, I learnt from my mistake on Wednesday against Provingo. I did that, didn't I? I stayed out an extra lap, and he ended up jumping me. But obviously, with his 3 second, I still took the win. But if he didn't have that penalty, I would obviously lost that race. So I learnt from my mistakes and knew it was about 19 or so seconds. Yeah, like you say, if I'd stayed out one more lap, Kush would have got me.
Luckily, I thought I was on mute. Luckily, you didn't. And another race win. And I'm sure you won't be in that Haas next week. So look forward to that Aston Martin, mate.
Yeah, back to fucking Aston again.
Around Baku, which will
love Baku.
I'm sure be lovely for you. What about the other two? Baku, what are you saying?
Nah, not for me, mate. That last corner gets me every time. Have to be very careful around there.
Kush? I think Baku's one of those mid tracks. I think. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm not looking forward to one race this season, and Marcus will keep his mouth shut here, Canada, because that is potentially the worst.
Bye, Kush.
Bye.
Worst track on the calendar, which we'll be doing in a couple of weeks, I think, maybe. Or am I really far off?
No, it
might be after Baku. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Baku in Canada.
So yeah, join us, myself, Dark Mark, on Monday, 8:30 around Baku for the Monday division, and Wednesday will be our part-time streamer for the moment, Mr. Master Spread. Channel to be confirmed. It'll either be on here or one of his own. 8:30 for the Wednesday division, and then back with myself and Lee potentially on Saturday for 100% Baku, which will be very, very fun. Congratulations to all the finish. Obviously, you lasted 78 laps in Monaco, so I think well done for that. And yeah, we'll catch you Monday, guys. Thanks for watching. And obviously, any clips, get them over to Skiddian or Alan Christie on Facebook as soon as possible. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye.